Well, good evening, folks, and welcome back to Baldwin Sports Live for another exciting year of Baldwin Bulldog football. I should apologize right off the bat because we are dealing with a lot of internet issues here on the road at Iola, but hopefully we're coming through nice and clear for you, and we can bring you the first game. Calendar is shifted to September. The weather has cooperated for the most part, and the Friday night lights are back on as we kick off the 2024 high school football season tonight. Hi, everyone. My name is Ryan Hilmer, back for another some color commentary as well. We'll hear from Jackson in just a little bit, but let's set the scene for our game here tonight between Baldwin and Iola as we welcome you in to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Several key players from last season, including their quarterback and linebacker, Jack Harvey, who had over 1,200 total yards and 15 touchdowns before getting injured and missing the final 3 games. Also gone are running back Cody Buck, wide receiver Tristan Capel. In the absence of Harvey last year, though, freshman Bryce Alford got his chance to step in at quarterback and played pretty well while getting 3 full games of varsity experience under his belt. He'll be back to lead the offense out in his sophomore season, and alongside him will be fellow carries a year ago. Baldwin also returned 7 of 11 starters on each side of the ball this year, and 4 of 5 starting O-linemen from last season, including a couple of absolute stud seniors this year, and Brett Davidson and Jake Van seniors and 14 juniors, meaning almost half of the team is upperclassmen this year with some impact sophomores as well. All those factors combined with some scheduling changes this year for Baldwin is leading to a lot of optimism around these parts. Drop from the schedule this year. Go ahead and bring in my broadcast partner Jackson here and get his thoughts on the Bulldogs' outlook as we head into this first game of the season. Just outlined a little bit of what they're losing and what they're
starts the season. Obviously, second-year sophomore, 3 games. He started last year due to Jack Harvey being hurt. Just like you said, he looks really good in pregame warm-ups. He's more of a true quarterback as opposed to Jack Harvey. He could kind of just do everything you wanted from the quarterback position. How, if at all, if the Bulldog offense changes a lot from with their mostly running attack.
Show though, when we come back, we'll take a closer look at the hometown Iola Mustangs, and we'll get Jackson's thought on the game coming up here in Iola. You are watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
Oh, shit.
Or just stop on by.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love to call home or the trust of your downtown or online at Baldwin State.
Net, call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank for State Bank. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Iola Mustangs. They finished at 4-5 last year. They never won or lost more than 2 games in a row. Eventually lost to Parsons in the first round of the playoffs. Unlike Baldwin, though, they're going to go through Marie's from last season, including on offense their starting quarterback, wide receiver, or 2 of their 3 wide receivers, starting running back, tight end, and 3 of their 5 starting offensive linemen. Those guys accounted for nearly all of the passing yards, 77% of the catches, and 75% of the rushing yards. Among the top impact players, the must-have back, number 15, Trey Wilson, is going to be another guy to keep an eye on. He was the second leading tackler last year and earned first-team defensive back all-league honors with 3 interceptions. Also, number 77, Grady Doherty, is going to be a big ran a lot of unbalanced sets with a running back, a tight end, and 3 wideouts. They were a pretty balanced team as opposed to Baldwin, who ran the ball almost 70%, up 24 points per game, and were playmakers defensively for sure with 17 total takeaways. So I'm going to bring in Jackson once again. First of all, I got to say welcome aboard. Good to have you on the for overalls. I'm going to kind of pop up some of the keys to the game that I had put into here. Establish the run, number 1, win the turnover battle, number 2, and then you got to spring some big plays. What are your thoughts on some of the keys to tonight's game, Jackson? My bad, let me turn your mic on.
No, you're fine. I agree, especially with the first Creighton Frost coming back sophomore year. Him and Cody, running back that this Bulldog offense will try to start early on the ground.
Yeah, for
Creighton
sure.
Frost is a great runner between the tackles. He will always fight for extra yards. Defensively, like you said, we want to keep ahead of the turnover battle. Defense wins championships.
That's right.
You don't want to ever be losing in the turnover margin in any sport. And like you said,
those are going to be our keys to tonight's game. Establish the run, win the turnover battle, and spring some big plays. Go ahead and also quickly pop up our upcoming broadcast schedule. We just got football right now, and when we get into October, we'll have a little bit of 5 games at home in a row against Burlington on the 20th there. So we'll go ahead and take another break, come back and bring you some starting lineups and get you all set for the game here tonight. Baldwin Bulldogs at the Iola.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on your future with customized insurance. Call at 785-594.
I can't go today. I have to mow. It's probably going to take all day.
Well, that's too bad.
Don't work too hard.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today.
Tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's
The go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumberyard has what you need for every project. 1816 South Main in Ottawa, or call 785-242-8144.
With Heartland 2, not an inconvenient block of time, they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-50.
Visiting the Mustangs here in week 1. Time now for our starting lineups, and I will admit some of these are little income starters from last year on each side of the ball, so they're going to be a bit of a mystery. We'll all find out together. But in terms of the Baldwin offense, their quarterback, I mentioned, sophomore, 5'11", 160-pound Bryce Alford, 2, and had 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Creighton Frost will be the running back, 5'10", 205 sophomore. At wideout, number 9, 6 foot, 165-pound senior. Honorable mention all-league last year. Some Gunnar Reichard, the 5'11", 150-pound senior, as Baldwin takes the field. And at tight end, we're most likely going to see Brendan O'Connor, number 84. He's back from last year, a 6'1", 230-pound junior. It looks like Hunter, I think Jackson, you said he's out of this game.
I saw him in a jersey and
okay.
jeans.
So he might not be playing tonight. That's not a good sign at all. So we'll see who's going to be on that offensive line. Offensively, he's a good player, 5'7", 150-pound sophomore from last year. Got some good experience on the back end of that defense in his freshman season. In terms of some of the other area games going on around here, there's not really an area game, but a good one going. Holcomb, another good one in the area. So everybody getting going tonight if you already haven't gotten going in the high school, presented by Baldwin State Bank. We'll be right back with more.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them, it's your future, let's protect it.
Hey, you ready to go to my mom's?
Oh, I can't go today. I have to. Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Welcome back to Iola, getting closer and closer to the opening kickoff here tonight. Opening kickoff is brought to you by the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Get ready to rock your Saturday night like never before on September 21st in Sullivan Square. The Rock Leopard, AC/DC, and more. Admission is free, and there will be food, drinks, and all sorts of other goodies. So don't miss out on this unforgettable night of rock and roll magic, September 21st, starting at 6 p.m. in Sullivan Square. Back deep to receive. It's Cortland Carson, one of the return men back there. Again, I apologize for some of the internet issues we're having if there's some buffering going on. Opening kickoff, that's Trey Wilson bringing it here near side. He gets brought down by Tucker Flory. Beautiful night, Jackson. Couldn't have asked for better weather football-wise. About 75, sunny. A little bit of a breeze.
But not too
outs. Quarterback is going to be number 12, Jacoby Hill. He's a junior. And, yeah, you're right. False start right off the bat. Take him back 5. Not a good start for the Mustang offense. 5 yards further back, 1st and 15. He gets brought down by a host of Bulldogs.
This Bulldog defensive line, probably the strongest area of the defensive side of the ball, if you ask me. A lot of good senior returners, good returners from last year.
They had some troubles defending it, so that's a good sign, stopping that jet sweep. Now we're going to get an early timeout by Iola. Precision Manufacturing. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company right here in Baldwin City. They service many different industries, from food processing to heavy, light, and competitive benefits. It's the perfect place to start your next career. Find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision. Send a man in motion. They'll hand it to him. That's Carson coming near side, and he'll be hit and rocked out of bounds. Good hit that time by Max Harvey, the 6'1", 150-pound sophomore.
Hit his brother would be proud of, I'm sure.
Baldwin's going to take a timeout, so Both teams burning an early timeout.
That's week one. It's usually the story of week one.
That's right. Well,
most levels.
Guess we'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Not the third down play. The Mustangs were looked
away for the handoff a little too early.
I got you. Looks like back deep is going to be Tucker Flory.
Exactly.
As well as Bryce Alford. Baldwin lets it roll. It takes an Iola roll for sure all the way down to the Baldwin 15, so a good punt.
There's a flag on the play.
We'll check that. Indication. Block in the back actually on Baldwin. That
declined.
Penalties declined? Not sure why he declined that, honestly.
There must be a reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Must be missing something.
Dogs. First play, he'll hand it off. Not much of a fact, he might have lost a yard.
Looks like that's what it gave him. Tell you how
100%.
The game will go.
It's a great job defensively, forcing 3 and out. See if they can't get it going. Shotgun formation, 3 wideouts. Frost behind Alford in a pistol formation. Those two couldn't hook up on the second down. It'll be 3rd and 11. Here at Baldwin, he's 6-20 over the last 3 years. David Doherty is the head coach of Iola in his 8th season. He's got a record of 19-42. He's been here since 2017. Bit of a low snap. Alford hands it off to Frost, and he gets stuffed. Yeah, you're right. This is the first meeting in 102 in all 3 of those games.
Oh, I was just going to ask if we had the results.
Yep, Iola. Everybody remembers that 1922 game.
Fondly.
And the punt gets blocked, tipped a little bit at least. It does take a Baldwin roll, and it'll get out close to midfield. But good starting field position for Iola.
Be interesting to see how if they change it up at all in the second drive.
Start from Baldwin's 47. Split out here. He's going in motion, a jet motion. They'll fake it to him and hand it to the running back, Easton Wesselo.
Meeting him on the edge.
Like we said in that last drive, Baldwin pretty stout up front. Jake Van Horn, Brett Davidson. A couple of the anchors time. Hill will fake it. Doesn't get much there at all. Maybe a couple set up. Be their second, 3rd down attempt. Trying to avoid going 3 and out on both of their first 2 drives. Hill sends Wilson in motion again. He'll hand it to him. Wilson wants to throw it. He's looking deep. He's got a man down there, and he's got his connection. That's Nick Bauer all the way down to the 1. There is a flag down way back at the line of scrimmage. Beyond Baldwin holding on the defense. Penalty will get declined, and Iola is going to be set up right on the doorstep.
Well, Ryan.
More depth. Look to throw it. Kind of fooled the secondary for Baldwin.
Really good receiver.
That was a good throw from a receiver as well. Yeah,
really good throw by a receiver. So a really good catch by the receiver, too, to track it in the air.
Beard there as well. Also Brett Davidson. Second down and goal. Hills got stripped the football. Baldwin, another great job. Hank Beard, Brett Davidson in there, and also 84, Brendan O'Connor. Be interesting if they stop him here, Jackson, how much they got 2 downs to get it.
Yeah, if you don't get it, you can force a safety, or if you force a 3 now, you get the ball back in good field position.
They'll fake it to Wilson. Now Hill's going to roll out left side, look for his man in the end zone. It's complete to Trey Wilson. (6-0) Iola takes the first lead of the game. Set up looking like they're going to kick the extra point. They had Iola blocked a punt and a field goal last year. Already have 1 on the board this year. Cale Pratt, the kicker, adds 1 more for Iola. 7-0 Mustangs. You're watching Bulldog football right here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Line up at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Kick going to be 35.
Flag on the play.
I was going to say, is that a flag? I can't tell if that's a flag or a...
It was.
It is. See who it's on.
I wonder if it's for...
I missed the indication. I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault.
He didn't even put an indication. I wonder if...
Either way, they're marching it all the way up past midfield. This is going to be some great starting field position. The plus 48 for Baldwin on their second drive.
Good return for Jackson Root.
Baldwin went 3 and out. They're first down, Baldwin.
Good example of his mobility. I know he said in the pregame he's more of a true quarterback, but he still has that running threat you saw last year. He could still get outside.
First and 10. 32. Frost flanking. All for a couple of nice plays in a row by Baldwin. See if they give him the first down. They won't. He'll be just short, maybe a yard short. Nice quick timing throw. Yeah. Got a slant, little curl pattern rather, and Ryder cut it up infield.
Hopefully you see it calms them down, start to execute a little bit better on the offensive end.
This time they'll hand it off to Frost right side. Couldn't quite keep his footing, but I think press box, so it's not the best situation.
Just short is what they're calling it. 3rd and 1 on Iola's 23-yard line.
It's big 79 there on the offensive line as we Alford to look to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run up the middle, slides down. He's got a first down. That's a heady.
First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Baldwin, first down.
Baldwin lost their opener last year at Eudora. Like I said, Baldwin trying to match the Mustangs' score. Got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Alford looked to throw that brought him down. A negative play.
Second and long, not really where you want to be, especially in the red zone.
Yeah. Could be 4-down territory. I'm not sure what the kicking situation is going to look like. Brendan O'Connor did a lot of kicking last year. Alford will look to pass over the middle. Step now.
Good pitch and catch by Alford to O'Connor. Alford just got to the top of the drop back and threw a really good high-pointed ball to O'Connor.
Linebackers and get it in front of the safeties. O'Connor just couldn't punch it in there. Now we got a pistol formation with touchdown.
Quarterback keeper, 1-yard touchdown run.
6-play touchdown drive to answer. Pretty good crowd on hand.
A rowdy bunch.
Rowdy bunch is right. Looks like we're going to try the extra point, and I guess Brendan O'Connor and comes up well short. Can't return that in high school, so Baldwin going to still be down a point. 7-6 our score. You're watching Bulldog football. It's all presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community trust of your personal finances, both present and future. We are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online.
Carson and Wilson for Iola. Mustangs fan on your feet.
Welcome back. Baldwin coming off a touchdown drive. Couldn't get the extra point to go, so they are down 7-6. O'Connor going to tee this thing up and send it back to the Mustangs. Be a line drive, kind of squib kick. Looks like Wilson's going to take it, bring it near side, looking for some room. Breaks through a tackle. Now going to cut it back. He's got a lot of green grass in there from Cortland Carson. So second straight drive that Iola is going to start in Baldwin territory. It's here on Baldwin Sports Live. Ryan Hilmer alongside Jackson Blakely as we got a Mustang down. Hopefully just a cramp, but they'll go and check him out. Give me a chance. To area brokers, and they invite you to immerse in nature at the Little Soldier Creek Farm. A 39-plus acre property boasting wildlife, hunting, food plots, and a 2,100 square foot home with stunning views and the coveted silver. To schedule a tour and find your next dream property with Hayden Outdoors. So, is that Wilson? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
Trey
is.
Wilson coming off. But like I said, second straight drive. Iola's going to start in Baldwin territory, this time at the +4. Hill in the shotgun, hand it off to Wesselo. He'll dance a little bit, get up the middle before he's brought down. A nice gain. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. 7-6. This got Nick Bauer split out wide. Carson the slot. They'll send a man in motion. Hill will roll out right side. Throws it to the motion man. That was number 32.
Jackson Rood. All right.
Yeah.
There's Iola's Jackson Rood right there.
Well, an incomplete pass sets up a third down and about 6.
change left. Wonder if you get a stop here. If you go for it and you punt in, you give the ball back with about 25 left.
Hill's going to try to set up a screen. He's got Wesselo up the middle. He's got a first down and more. Past the 25-yard line, approaching the red zone.
15-yard pickup. First down.
Well,
Mustang.
that comment blew up in my face, didn't it?
It's all right. That was a nicely set up screen play that time. Baldwin got upfield. The D-line flip ends of the field and be back with more. You are watching Bulldog football right here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors. Be back with more after this.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785.
Net, call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back here on Baldwin Sports Live. Start of the second quarter coming up. Iola's got the football, leading by a point. 1st and 10 at Baldwin's 22-yard line. Great job that time. Brendan O'Connor bringing him down.
O'Connor on the tackle.
Once again, glad you're with us. Apologize if there's some buffering or some internet issues going on. We're not working with the best of internets here on the road. 2nd and 11 from the 23. Hill takes the snap, rolls out right side, breaks a tackle. And then gets brought down. That's big Brett Davidson out there getting his first right into Davidson. Good to see Colum and a couple of other guys we know from basketball out there. Sorry, Jackson, had your mic off.
No, you're
fine. I just don't want to hear from you.
No.
Yeah, big time.
To disrupt. 6'6", 250, I believe is what he's, or sorry, 6'6", 190, not 250.
Oh, they say 250.
No.
That's everything dripping
Can't
wet
let
on
him hear that. Can't let him hear that. He'll let it get to his head.
Got a timeout called. Schedule again. Like I mentioned, we are kind of just set for some football here in September. Got Baldwin at the Ottawa Cyclones next week, and then they'll welcome in Burlington the week after. Come October, we'll bring you some volleyball and a couple boys soccer games as well.
Those will be very exciting.
News and events, feature stories, local sports, history, and more. Subscribe for only $5 a month or $50 for the full year. Subscribe now to your local weekly newspaper at Baldwin Maple. Like thrown on my driveway like the good old days, you know?
Well, I couldn't tell you. That's for sure.
I really don't think that's a thing anymore. I did all the research I could.
Usually they're outside of gas stations now.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. Left. Good pressure being put on him, and he's dragged down. That's Jake Van Horn getting in on the fun.
Huge play.
Van Horn coming off a year with just one.
And one he deserved, too. He tracked down the quarterback from outside the pocket.
Absolutely. This looks like Nye and Flory will be the they will get it away. That's one headed towards the sideline. We'll see where they spot it. Officials still walking past the 20. Their next drive started. Went 3 and out on their first drive, then a 6-play touchdown drive, went 48 yards.
Both teams sticking to their game plan that they've started off with. Haven't seen any major adjustments yet.
He'll turn and fake the handoff, throw a quick bubble route to Ethan Williams. He's trying to get outside, gets a block, now makes a move past the first 45-pound junior
What a catch by the ref.
Had 13 catches a year ago for 40 yards.
Catch. Still got about 13 yards out of it.
A fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. Tuck this one down, he does. He'll get a couple, at least he got a positive gain that time. Alford ran the ball 36 times in his limited. A miscommunication there, but a blown play, and Iola drags him down in the backfield. So a negative play that time on second down sets up a third down and long. Nyes had a nice catch and run. O'Connor's been good. Ethan Williams. Throw it long for Ryder Nye, just too close to the sideline, worked out of bounds. Good coverage that time by Cortland Carson.
Good ball.
It was a pretty good pass. Like I said, just led him a little too far out of bounds. It's going to be a tough throw to drop that in there. And now another punting situation for Baldwin. I believe that is Ryder Nye back in punt formation. They had a late guy running on. That's going to be illegal motion. That was a booming punt, though. It's going to roll all the way down inside the 15-yard line, but it's time.
The wrinkle, when the jersey gets all wrinkled.
That's right. And you're looking through a screen.
That too.
So we'll see if they might make him re-kick this, if that's. It's good to be back on the air, though, Jack. They're going to make him re-kick it. Looks that way as everyone's jogging back down the field. Probably the correct call if you're David Doherty, the head coach of Iola. Set up Iola with some great field position. That's how they scored their touchdown. So Harvey back again in punt formation. This time everybody's set. High snap. Good job to catch it there. It was Nick Bauer on the return. He'll get drugged down right around the 40-yard line. They'll start from, call it their own 30-down punt. This will be their fourth drive here, starting from their own 37. Bauer, the receiver near side. Baldwin, 3-down lineman, looking like a 3-4 for Mace Bowsam. Excuse me. Jordy Kaufman. Wrong 21.
Oh, nice to see Colton Collum.
Yeah, he's out there making plays.
Being able to guard it in coverage. He's listed as an outside linebacker, which.
My goodness. And Wesselo finds a nice lane and has a first down run, about 13 yards. Fresh set of downs. Man, you got to remind me to change the quarter. Oh, nah, it's on me. We are in the second quarter, not the first quarter. And another handoff to Wesselo. He gets drugged down.
Brendan O'Connor.
Yeah, it's O'Connor. He's made several plays defensively.
Well, we've said his number a lot. Don't know how we blanked on it.
Let's keep your opinions to yourself, Jackson. Oh, man, it's going to be gorgeous. It's already gorgeous. 2nd and 11, a 48. Take the shotgun snap, fake a handoff, try to run a reverse. Nice job by the
Connor again in the middle of all that.
It's been a beast so far here tonight. Had that nice catch offensively, got him down to the doorstep. He's played really well in there. Cornerbacks are Jackson Rude And I apologize if I'm going to butcher this, John Enyanagubo. It's probably not right, but he's been out there doing a nice job. Big Jake Stavanis out there as well. Ryder Nye and Max Harvey. Harvey going to come out as it's now 4th down. Punt formation. Flory and Nye drop back. This will be the 3rd punt attempt of the game. Wilson, the punter, sends it deep, and going to be a little fake reverse that time. As Ryder Nye takes it, makes a spin, trying to break another tackle out close to the 35. We'll call it the 34, and that's where Baldwin will take over. Wrinkles coming our way.
Iola's already thrown a pretty big one with that double pass in the first quarter.
Everybody pulling out the stops week 1.
Mm-hmm.
So this drive going to start from their own. Alford going to drop back to throw. Takes a hitch. Has a man. That's Ryder Nye open downfield. Past the 30-yard line down to the 25 of Iola. That was a beautiful.
Sell the play action. Baldwin has been pounding the ground all first half, and now they take advantage of Iola playing on their tiptoes. Beautiful ball over the top. Alford to Nye.
Off the hands of Nye that time, trying to run with it before he secured the catch. Call football weather, Jackson.
Beautiful.
Gunnar Reichard now into the game, number 22. He's going to split out in the slot. Right high and just a bit too high that time. We'll bring up a 3rd down. Ooh. Boy, he's going to try to walk this off.
He's a trooper.
Yeah, man. I think he kind of dropped the. Yeah, he's feeling it, but he's going to work through it.
Respect the hustle.
Pistol formation. They'll turn, fake the handoff. Alford going to try to throw. It's knocked right back down.
Colton Collum is checking in.
Tight end attached left side, 3 wide outs. Frost to the right of Alford, and Iola is going to take their 3rd timeout of the half. Bringing you some of the drive summaries and overview of the first half. Maybe even try to peek in. 5 combined punts, 2 touchdowns. Some pretty good defense being played out there, honestly, Jackson.
Very aggressive defensive calling. A lot of linebacker or middle of the field from that middle linebacker spot.
Yeah, him and Creighton Frost have been good in that middle linebacker inside. We'll see if Baldwin offensively can't punch this thing in just before the half. Got 2:25 to play. Be nice to take a lead into the half.
Starts here, 4th and 10.
Dental contact. Actually, it might be O'Connor.
That was Collum.
A turnover on downs. So promising drive that time, but coming up empty. Will take over at their own 25 with 2:19 to play here in the first half. 3 punts and 1 6-play touchdown drive for Iola. Other than that one drive, Baldwin has been very stout. Hill's going to hand it off to Wesselo. Not much there. No gain at all.
The packed house here in Iola.
Appreciate everybody back home as well. It's got tuned in to us. Again, apologize if there's a little bit of buffering going on. Maybe just in there for a spell. Actually, Hill is over on the sideline here, kind of holding his left side. So Iola's starting quarterback. Send a man in motion. Roll Crooks out right. What a catch and interception.
Flory.
Yeah, Tucker Flory. I don't think it's going to stand. We'll see what the penalty is. Might look like a defensive pass interference. I don't know. Yeah, holding on Baldwin. That's going to put on that time. But an automatic first down. First and 10 from the 25. They'll fake. No, they'll give it off on the jet motion. That's Trey Wilson coming to the 5-yard line.
He is a physical runner. He has shown every time he's got the ball. I think
number 13, Cortland Carson. Number 15, Trey Wilson. Had 6 catches, 28 yards, and 2 touchdowns, but 27 runs for 187 yards and a touchdown last year in his limited action. Crooks getting pressured once again. That was, I believe, Van Horn in there.
I saw a big 89.
Column came on the D-line.
That's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, doesn't it?
For both of them.
Dylan might be playing outside backer here. He's standing up, number 20. Going to help bring him down. A couple of other Bulldogs.
Dylan Van Horn.
Yeah, in there as well. I think Baldwin's going to take a timeout here.
Bryce does have a pretty good arm.
Yeah, he does. He showed that a couple of times on that deep connection with Ryder Nye. And had a nice little touch pass to O'Connor down on the other end. This is the 29th season for Bob Lisher as a head coach. He's had an incredible KC Coaches Association. I could go on and on about Baldwin's head coach. It's a lot of accolades. Had a very successful career at Lawrence Free State High School, yep. Field out of bounds. He was looking for his man Carson down the left sideline. That's going to stop the clock as well and preserve a timeout for Baldwin. Another punting situation. Flory and Nye will drop back. Wilson will boot it away with his left foot. Fight is good. Will give Baldwin decent starting field position, but 46.8 seconds to play. They do have one timeout. About to start there. 2 punts, touchdown, and a turnover on downs. Like I said, it's been a pretty defensive battle. Alford will roll left side. Looking for Nye once again. He's got it complete, a first down. Out pass. Clock will start rolling again once the chains are set. O'Connor having to run off late. Column the tight end. 3 wide outs, a low snap to Alford, but he's looking over the middle. Will loft one. Left side.
Told you he can throw it far.
Yeah, he's got an arm on him, that's for sure.
Almost a 45-yard throw.
Saw a lot of his toughness last year in the last 3 games of the season when he took over for the injured Jack Harvey. That was Alford in his freshman year. He's going to look to throw again over the middle. Drops it in nicely to Ethan Williams. That ball, I think, was tipped.
Yeah.
8.7 to go inside, or at least close to the red zone.
Just outside, yeah. They're going to mark him at Iola's 24.
Stride, but What a catch by Ethan Williams as well off the tip. Got to maintain.
Tip drill.
Yep. Keep your concentration. Baldwin is perhaps in business to try and take the lead.
I think you look at the time and you have enough time to take 2 shots to the end zone.
Right. You're obviously going to have to look for the end zone, like you said, Jackson, because if you get tackled in bounds, this thing's going to the half.
Unless it's a first down. But even then, the clock starts.
Even then, it's going to be tight. Yeah, you're right. Stopped him up every time we try to hand him the ball. Alford will step up in the pocket. He might tuck it down and run. He's going to have to try and get out of bounds. He's headed that way, and he will. A heady play by Alford. Priest-like. Time for one more play. And now you really got to go to the end zone. You got no choice. It's like here we go. Alford will take the snap, fake it back, but he'll get brought down, and that is how the first half will end. Very competitive, very fun first half. Iola will go into the break leading 7-6. Baldwin going to be disappointed they couldn't punch that one in. Overall, a well-played first half by each team. Well, Baldwin Sports Live.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Ball Surgery Kansas. Provides personal or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin's real estate transaction and excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email.
Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, 329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90.
Town solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention.
Half, and Iola leading it 7-6, over the Bulldogs. This is the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, and it's brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent or 1055 to set up a meeting or stop by the new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street. See how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. So a very competitive first half by each squad. Very well executed defensively, I got to say. Everybody's staying in their gaps, and except for a couple, a big kind of trick play, a big kind of jet pass, if you will, as Trey Wilson came over, took the handoff, and then dropped back and found his man down close to the goal line. That set them up on the doorstep, and they punched it in strong. As for Baldwin offensively, they had a 3-and-out to start the game as well, as each team kind of a little slow getting going offensively, but their second drive, they turned it on, made a couple of big plays in a row and got them down into the red zone, and then Alford finished it off with a 2-out punt on their third possession, a turnover on downs, and then we saw their last possession of the first half. It ended in an interception down there in the end zone as they were trying to punch it in and take the lead going in. So that's where we stand. That's our drive summary of the first half. Iola, they went punt, touchdown, punt, punt, punt. And Baldwin, punt, touchdown, punt, turnover on downs, and interception. So we'll see if we can't. A defensive battle so far. We're glad you've been with us on Baldwin Sports Live. And We'll take a break and be back with more on the halftime show. We'll try to get you some scores from around the area and show you that upcoming broadcast.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-5-PROTECTED.
Hey, you ready to go to my mom's?
Well, I can't go today. I have to mow. It's probably going to take all day.
Well, that's too bad. Don't work too hard.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for doors and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Not an inconvenient block of time, they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Hey, you ready to go to my mom's?
Well, I can't go today. I have to mow. It's probably going to take all day. Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3.
29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise fix or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of quote. Call 785-393-9329. Enjoy the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
On the halftime show, Baldwin trails it by 1 point to Iola. 7-6, our score. Bring in Jackson here. We'll get his thoughts on the first half proceedings at his quarterback offensively. What are some of your takeaways from the first half, Jackson?
Yeah, I think the defensive line is showing out exactly how we expected, exactly how they have last year. A new addition, Colton Collum, has come out. Good run stopper. He's fast to the ball. He's usually been the first person in the backfield, and he's not even starting from the defensive line position half the time. Him and Creighton Frost have been really holding it down in the middle of the field defensively.
Well, and also Dylan Van Horn, Jake's younger brother, got a little stint out there late in the first half, so that was fun to see both of the Van Horns out there together. But, yeah, I agree with everything you just said, Jackson. Overall,
this has been really good on the defensive line, too.
Absolutely. So, I'm trying to pull up some halftime scores from around the area. I did find one in a good game on one of our sister channels over there, Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's area games. There's a lot of big games going on around the area. I'd really like to know how that Cheney Holcomb game. But yeah, we'll keep checking in and maybe we can find a Cheney score for you here. Right now, we'll take one more break, maybe another one after that. We got 2.5 minutes left here at the half. Let's go ahead and maybe pop up that upcoming broadcast. Today had some internet issues that I've chronicled. Have still apologized for that if it's not going well, but
never
we
changes.
Hope, yeah, we hope it's going well. And Burlington comes to town. That kicks off. Let's to town for 4 straight weeks, so that'll be nice. Little homestand for the Bulldogs. can also find our upcoming broadcast schedule in the Maple Weekly. So make sure and subscribe to your local weekly newspaper, the Maple Weekly. As for the halftime show, it has been brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial, 594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's trailing it 7-6, trying to turn that around here in the second half. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting, come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help, or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each planning tool. Or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only
See the full.
All right, welcome back here to Iola, Kansas, the site of tonight's opening game of the 2024 high school football season. Baldwin locked in a tight one. It's kind of different over the past 3 years that I've been doing this, at least. Used to starting off the year with Eudora. So far, even more beautiful weather, honestly. You couldn't really nitpick anything wrong with it. I'm sure Jackson could, but I won't.
Hey, Southern California guys.
You can get a shot of that American flag to the left.
Not
I mean, it is not moving at all.
It is very nice.
There
out.
is
I can appreciate
no
this,
wind.
This desert rat can appreciate some good weather.
So Baldwin's going to get the second half kickoff play, 48-yard drive. Couldn't find the end zone after that, even though they moved the ball pretty well. Got down close there, griped a little bit when he kicked it off.
Good starting field position though.
First see that offensive line. And Jake Van Horn. And there is one I'm missing, but I'll get that to you. I think it's the center, Jackson. Haven't gotten a number on him through this Carson Shannon. So there you go. He's out there starting on the offensive line. As Frost rumbles ahead for 4 yards.
When Baldwin kind of got away from the running game, usually that's despite only having 6 points on the board. They haven't disappointed. They've been moving the ball, just struggling finishing possessions, and of course
gets into the secondary and still trucking. There's that bruising style we've come to know and love from the sophomore Creighton Frost. Has a Baldwin first down.
Creighton Frost, big body, but he's got light feet.
Oh, yeah.
Very light on his feet. He can make a move or two. Usually a one cut back.
Harvey was last year is one of those guys I personally would never want to tackle. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
No.
Couple wideouts this side. They'll hand it off again. 3 straight handoffs. For Frost, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, sets up 2nd and 10. But you're right, Jackson. They are not running the ball as much as they did, at least in the first half. They ran the ball 70% of the time last year. And we don't have 50-50.
Yeah.
That one incomplete. Looking right side.
Ryder.
Yeah, Ryder.
A little ahead of him, Bryce. To Harvey.
Gets the play call from the sideline. Gives it to the boys, and we'll see what they drew up on a 3rd and long. through the hands of Jackson Rude, and Ryder Nye also had a chance at it after.
Baldwin moving well, but these third downs, if we want to be successful here in the second half, have to shorten those third down situations. Shooting yourselves in the foot with a negative second down.
Takes the kick and shoves down Jackson Rude with a stiff arm as he steps out of bounds. Some might say that was rude. Jackson Rude, yeah. 4 of their 5 possessions in the first half ended in punts. Start this one from, well, they got a late flag here. I didn't see that. Looks like Iola is going to start in Baldwin territory. They did that 2 out of 5 times in the first half. Maybe right at midfield. Up on Atchison, 21-7. Ottawa will be where Baldwin is headed next week. Wilson goes in motion. They'll give it to him, looking
for Wilson.
That's been probably their favorite play so far, is that jet motion. They've got a couple things coming off of that, including a pass from Wilson back on that touchdown drive. Sets up about a 2nd and 4. I believe Wesselo it is. It's a nice run by Easton Wesselo. So a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. They are firmly into Baldwin territory now at their 32. Still got the backup quarterback, at least to start the game, Crooks. He's throwing deep down the field, and a diving attempt. No
replay review.
That's right.
Per Acacia rules.
That's right. That was a pretty nice throw by Crooks that time. Just let him a little too far out in front. Crooks in the shotgun. Wilson will go in that jet motion again. They'll So Iola adds to their lead. Now 13-6, extra point pending. Four-play touchdown drive. 5 plays. Took a minute.
Pushed it.
He did. So a 5-play, 50-yard touchdown drive, and gives Iola a 13-6 lead. We'll take a break and be back with more Bulldog football after this.
For unbeatable when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the preferred maintenance club.
Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785 service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
13-6. Baldwin going to get the football back. Still a 7-point game as that extra point was pushed right. Hobbled, and it's still loose, and Iola is going to recover this football. And unfortunately, I think that was Dylan Van Horn. The youngster got his hands on it, couldn't corral it. For Baldwin, gives it back to Iola. At the second turnover of the game, that interception just before the half was the other one. 39-yard line. Their second drive of the second half. Scored a touchdown last time. Crooks rolling out right side, being chased by Davidson. Sideline, Davidson got some good pressure on Crooks that time, and he was just able to get away before Davidson shoved him to the ground.
Pass completed at the 29-yard line. Good enough for a Mustang.
Game 1 of 8 regular season games. Crooks going to hand it off up the middle to Westlow, and that's stout Baldwin D-line. Just feels like Iola's sucked all the momentum out of this game right now, Jackson.
It does feel that way. But 2nd and 10.
Got it. Crooks will be in the shotgun. Westlow to his left.
Send a message from the defense.
That's right. Maybe get a turnover yourself. Johnny O on that pile. Brendan O'Connor. And Hank Beard getting up.
Down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 4. 3rd and 5.
Well, you get punched in the mouth, you make a silly mistake, and now you have an opportunity to immediately get the ball back.
Circle this play. It'll be a big one. Crooks in the shotgun. They'll send Wilson on a jet motion. Goes all the way across this time. Now they have trips left side, and a penalty flag going to come in and delay a game. They didn't get it off. That'll help out Baldwin, make it a 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 11.
Not how I expected Coach wrote that up.
Probably
that
not. Yeah, I think Coach Doherty's probably not too pleased with that 5-yard penalty. Like I said, makes it a 3rd and 11. 6.5 to, and a 1st down. Boy, that's a big-time play by Austin Crooks and the Iola Mustangs. Thought Frost might be able to track him down. He was just able to turn that corner.
This is big because they are going to go for it.
Now this is maybe one of the plays of the game. If you can stuff them here, only got a few inches to get the 1st down. The timeout going to be taken by timeouts this year. They are brought to you by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company right there in Baldwin City. They service many different industries from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas. It's the perfect place to start your next career. Find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com. Dan Strong. Iola scored a touchdown on their opening possession of the first half after Baldwin had to punt the ball away on their second half drive. They'll hand it to Westlow, trying to get the corner left side. He has the 1st down this time for sure. And inside the red zone go the Mustangs. Baldwin's going to have to come up with a stand here. Things maybe game of attrition settling in a little bit. Baldwin getting a little tired defensively. They've been out there a lot this second half. Brett Davidson in on another stop as well.
Now Iola running the ball a lot.
More conservative here in the second half. Split a couple receivers to a man just short, about the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 4.
Avoid Johnny O in coverage.
That's right.
Pass completed to the 3-yard line. Good enough for a Mustang.
Another 1st down, sets up a 1st and goal. First down, Westlow didn't get much of anything. Might have lost a yard or two. On to it, Baldwin trying to make sure that doesn't happen. It'd be nice if somebody could knock the ball free here. Crooks is going to roll out right side, look to the corner of the end zone, nobody home. Kind of just threw that one. We'll drive now, play number 8 coming up.
Another third down for Iola.
And a long drive in terms of play. They've taken over 4 minutes off the clock. This pass had coverage out there, I think was
Jackson Rood.
Yeah, Jackson Rood, you're right. That was into a bit of a crowd there. Bring up third down.
By the looks of it.
And maybe it looks like they're
kicking it.
Lining up in a field goal formation. He missed the extra point last time out, made the first extra point. We will see. I think that's Cale Pratt, number 20, the kicker. Field goal is how the second drive of the quarter ends for Iola. They pad their lead now 16-6. We'll be back with more Baldwin football after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at...
We love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Will be taken, I think, by Ethan Williams. Over on the far side, gets a decent return out past the 20-yard line. Excuse me, the 30-yard line, out to the 31 perhaps. First down and 10, that's where Baldwin will start, down by 10. Don't want to leave it to the fourth quarter.
Wouldn't it be a surprise if we see a shot, maybe a shot deep this possession? Try to wake up this Iola deep.
Out in front of Max Harvey. But right on cue, Jackson, good call. Try to take the top off of the defense on first down. See where they go on second down. Maybe try to get some yardage, make it a manageable third.
Both third downs.
Yeah, staying ahead of the chains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Third and shorts haven't really been available. It's
go high on him, bring him down.
Not the only way he could do it.
That's right. So it's interesting, number 12, Jacoby Hill, is out there on defense. Maybe they thought it wasn't working. They put Crooks in there, and things have been a little bit better for Iola. They have a 10-point lead. Alford will turn, fake the handoff. Jackson Rood on the catch. 32, not 22. Either way, a nice pitch and catch for a first down and a fresh set of downs. Of the second half, we got 2:30 to play in the third quarter. That's how much Iola has possessed the football. It's good, solid completion. That's what we're saying. Stay ahead of the chains. Maybe they give them about 5. Second down and 6 from their own 48. Baldwin moving the football a little bit. Boy, Jacoby Hill, who I just got done talking about, started the game at quarterback, had that in his hands and dropped it. Could have been the third turnover of the game for the Bulldogs, but a sigh of relief.
I mean, he had it right in his hands, right in his chest.
Yeah, that was not Alfred's best throw of the night by far. Rood in the slot. He's going to look 35-yard line. That's the way to convert when you need a first down. Baldwin keeps marching this ball now to the Iola 35-yarder. And Iola on the other end has shown that they're capable of possessing the ball for a long stretch of time. Took 4.5 minutes. The end zone, is it caught? Wow, what a catch, and it is right down on the doorstep. A first down and goal from the 2 coming up for Baldwin. Got some guys stepping up and making plays. We knew we were going to have some after losing a couple of big contributors from last season. Jackson Rood's been one of those guys stepping up here in the second half. Fresh set of downs and a bad snap. Alford's going to have to get on that football, and Iola recovery. That's a heartbreaker for the Bulldogs. Alford was not prepared for that low snap. It's in a big play. Third turnover of the game for the Bulldogs.
The one positive thing, maybe get the ball back quickly, get a quick stop, and you force a punt, get it back in a field position, quick score.
You can force a turnover yourself. Baldwin needs one in the baddest of ways. They'll do a little reverse here. Baldwin sniffs it out. It was Creighton Frost and Hank Beard there on the tackle. Looks like that's going to be the case. We will make that slow walk down to the other end of the field and go into the fourth quarter. The Mustangs have a 16-6 lead over Baldwin. Bulldogs going to need a comeback. Don't go anywhere. An exciting fourth quarter of football action coming your way.
Prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase 785-594.
Hey, you ready to go to my mom's?
Well, I can't go today. I have to mow. It's probably going to take all day.
Well,
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Back here in Iola, Kansas, start of the fourth quarter.
You change it on the stream?
I'm changing it right. Your job before the game, but you know, things can get missed. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. Baldwin's going to need a comeback. They led to a lost fumble, and now Iola has the football. Look to throw quickly here near side.
Good tackle
by
Rood.
Nice tackle by Jackson Rood. He's been showing out on both sides of the ball. Cortland Carson, the receiver. It is short of the first.
Hear that Bulldog defense.
In a bad way. Here we go, big play. 3 wideouts, a tight end and a running back. They'll send that jet out past the 30-yard line, and that's going to be an Iola first down. Field goal.
They only went 35 yards.
That's right. They are going to be looking to chew up as much clock as they can here as well.
They didn't even get the play until 15.
Yep. Baldwin's defense needing to come up strong here. But a chance at that, but it was thrown well.
Quarterback throw it.
Yeah.
In a difficult spot.
Rood's been out here in man-to-man coverage. Baldwin's had a couple of defensive holding penalties on him in the secondary, but that was all back in the first half. Done a pretty nice job here in the second half. Keeping
They had an interception. Called back because of it.
It's a great point. There's another jet motion. They will hand it to Wesselo up the middle. Oh, gonna get dragged down. Doherty. It's a third down, about 4. Another big play. See if Baldwin. Crook's going to hand it off, and looking for some room is Trey Wilson. I don't know if he got to the marker. I don't think he did.
Short.
One, and a big decision coming up for Iola. I think in this spot you definitely got to punt it, don't you?
I'm a big analytics guy.
Okay.
And analytics probably say go for it.
Really?
Your own territory. I misread the lines.
That's all right. Wilson
punt it.
back in punt formation. Nye and Flory, the return men, and now a timeout going to be taken by Iola. I don't think they had the right guys out on the field in the punt formation of the game to Iola. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand of Boulder Creek Farm. A 39-plus acre property boasting wildlife, hunting, food plots, and a 2,100 square foot home with stunning views in the coveted Silver Lake School District in Shawnee County. See more at HaydenOutdoors.com.
We did see Iola open up a little bag of tricks in the first quarter. This would be another perfect opportunity. If they felt like it.
Yeah, good point. Keep your eye out for a fake here. Not as good of a punt as a couple we had in the first half, but it will take an Iola roll down to the Baldwin 25-yard line. 8:55 to play. Need 2 scores. Definitely need some points this time down. Baldwin threw the ball in the first half, although that last drive they got down to the 2-yard line before losing a fumble. Turnovers has been really deep down the left side for Ethan Williams. It's broken up. A good play out there by Jacoby Hill, excuse me. Mustangs gave up 24 points per game last year, but they were really good defensively and just creating a lot of tackles for loss, 50 of them, 10 sacks this game.
Yeah, I was just going to piggyback off what you said. These are 2 teams where the strongest side of the field is on the defense, so you would figure whoever's going to win the defensive battle.
Yeah. That time movement by Baldwin. Will back them up 5 now, what you needed on a 2nd and 10, make it 2nd and 15. It's really been Baldwin shooting themselves in the foot tonight. As Jackson mentioned, they as well. Other than that, Baldwin has played pretty well. Now, timeout taken by Baldwin.
One of the biggest plays of the game when it comes to what it means for you.
On territory, though, as like I mentioned, you need 2 scores. We'll see what Baldwin draws up over there. Don't forget you can find our upcoming broadcast schedule in the Maple Weekly. It's your local weekly newspaper with the latest community news and events, feature stories, local sports, history, and more. It's up on maple.com.
It's a good deal.
That is. Don't forget, we also got our Farm Bureau Financial Services Player of the Game coming up after this one. A lot of worthy candidates tonight. 2nd down and long. Alford going to throw deep left side. Out of bounds over the head of his intended target, Ryder Nye.
He's limping.
Yeah, that's as well as Johnny O.
Johnny O. I haven't seen him on the offensive side of the ball very much.
Might be his first snaps offensively. Alford looking to the sideline, getting the play call. 3rd down and very long. Got to try to at least get half of this back here, don't you? Trips to the far side of the field. Didn't get the play off.
3rd and unlikely turns into a 3rd and even more unlikely.
You never know, though. We've had a lot of big plays. Nye's actually over on the sideline still, I think. Alford going to throw over the middle and a completion and a nice one at that. Once again, Jackson Rude.
And it's close. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
It's very close, but it sets up at least a 4th down and short.
It is not too happy about it. It is really close.
Yeah, 4th down and short here. This is going to be a huge play.
got it?
I don't know. He's signaling first down on the far side. I think the Bulldogs got it. They did. Alford lowering his shoulder, showing his toughness.
It's a risky play call.
Yeah. That's Baldwin showing some guts here. 7:50 to play, down by 10. Alford will drop back to throw. Will loft it down left side, looking for, I think that's Nye. Flag might be interference. It is going to be on the defense. A hold on Iola. Baldwin had a couple of them.
Baldwin again showing some life. Just
couldn't find anybody. Going to tuck it down, try to make a play. Got past one guy and out to midfield. A nice decision that time from Alford.
Down.
That's right. Keep the chains moving.
And another flag on the play.
We'll tack that on. Didn't see, I wasn't the 15-yard variety, only a 5-yard face mask looked like. So into plus territory though at the Iola 45. A fresh set of downs. Downfield, got another 45 to go, punch it in. Alford takes the snap, looking left side, downfield. Or not if he could have let him enough.
Didn't quite get it there.
Pretty good coverage out there by Iola. Sets up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there was some help over the top at ice thrown by Bryce, who, minus a couple mistakes, has played a pretty good game for his 4th high school career start.
Yeah, no kidding.
Another big 3rd down for the Bulldogs. This defense is really showing a lot of might for the Bulldogs.
A lot of guts, keep battling back, not laying down. Ryder and I back into the game. Getting drugged down and a dangerous throw over the middle.
I think that hit a couple of Iola hands on the way through.
Went somehow through unscathed and to the ground for an incomplete pass. He was looking for Jackson Rude over the middle.
As this Iola faithful, you have to get in on their feet for the biggest play of the game up until now.
4th down and 10 from the field. He's got a man, right through the hands. That could have been a long completion. Through the hands, but a flag down. We'll check it. Holding on Baldwin, so that is not going to matter. Didn't quite see who the intended target was. Jackson, did you get a out of his reach? And a turnover on downs gives it back
on the
to
far side of the field.
On downs, they give it back to Iola. They'll start their 4th drive of the 2nd half. They've gone touchdown, field goal, punt. Got to take some more time off of the clock here. Baldwin could desperately use a 3 and out and a flag on the play. That'll be a good help for Baldwin. As I mentioned, they need that 3 and out badly.
And quick.
Out wide, Crooks is going to try to do a quarterback sweep out here. He gets ran down. That was Michael Newman.
Rude pushes him out.
Well, finally got him out of bounds. Gain about 3.
He's had a really good 2nd half on both sides of the ball.
He really had as well, but Jackson Rude's probably been the big standout. Guess they didn't give him any yardage at all. 2nd down and 15. He got back to the line.
Well, this is exactly what Baldwin needed. They need to get a 3 and out. And we're on our way to 2nd and 15 for the Mustangs. And they need to get it quick. And this is the 2nd penalty this possession. The clock stops with every penalty. So Iola's really shooting themselves in the foot. And
20 after a couple of false starts. Wilson on that jet motion. They'll hand it to him. They're going to throw it again. This is the trick play that set up their touchdown in the first half. Johnny O out there defensively does a great job.
Really good defense.
He stayed down. Hopefully he's okay.
Stay home and not gamble too much.
That's right. Learning from that play in the first half. The same exact play they ran there. Gave it to Wilson coming to his right on the jet motion. He dropped back and threw it. Don't give up anything big. They'll just hand it off. Weslow is going to be wrestled down to the ground by Creighton Frost.
And again, Baldwin just doing enough to stay in this game. It's still a two-possession game. They need a quick score.
Going to get the ball back here as Iola is going to drop back into punt formation. Clock running, 6:20 and counting. It'll get down under 6.
Into the hands of Tucker Flooring, right or die. Definitely no slouches.
No, they can make plays.
They can make plays. They got some wheels. They can make some moves. Baldwin really looking for somebody.
Bounce out of bounds. See where they spot it. It's going to be ahead of the 30. Between the 30 and the 35 probably. Forced by the Baldwin defense. Their offense needs to come through and cash in on that. Start from their own 36, 5:47 to play. Glad you're with us on Baldwin Sports Live. Ryan Hilmer with Jackson Blakely. Glad you could join us out here if you made the trip in person, or glad you could join us here on the stream. Baldwin trying to mount a comeback. Alford in the shot for the defender and make a play was Max Harvey. Couldn't quite get it done. Injured Mustang staying down. That's Jacoby Hill. He's going to get some help off the field. But Jackson, if you're Baldwin, I know they've been taking a lot of shots. 5:39 left to go. You do need a bit of a quick score, but don't necessarily just have to start chucking it deep.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's just like in basketball. You see more shots go when you get more confident.
Yeah.
You see more passes be completed, you get more confidence. So, you know, a lot of long shots, and I like the aggressiveness, but a couple underneath won't help or won't hurt the confidence
100%.
of your young quarterback.
They'll run speed option left side. Alford going to fake the pitch.
Gain of about 5. Third down 5.
Here, Baldwin needs to get a first down. This is obviously going to be 4-down territory. Rest of the way, probably. Alford has his pass intercepted for the Bulldogs.
It was intended for Jackson Rue, who's had a really good half.
That is going to be really deflating. Still 5:01 left in this thing. It's not over. He's still got all 3 timeouts, I thought. The board up there has 2. Baldwin might have taken one timeout. They did. Okay, I just forgot to take that off of here. Of your own. Iola will start from the plus 44. Weslow going to get stacked up and dropped. Jake Van Horn was the first there. Frost and Hank Beard in to clean it up. Can bet that Iola is going to take that play clock all the way down.
They did a really good job of managing that, especially in the third quarter. But you wouldn't think it's important to start that or had spread their possessions out so much.
Had 2 possessions, would have had 3 if they didn't fumble the kickoff.
Yeah. It stops the clock for Baldwin.
Yeah, it's a big crowd on hand on a opening Friday night of the high school football season.
Got a lot of festivities here.
Yeah.
Saw a bouncy castle.
Oh, man, I know. Had to pull Jackson away from that thing. 10-5, is he going to get there? Dives into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. That one is going to hurt. 3-play, 44-yard touch. And the right foot of Cale Pratt. Makes it 23-6. Iola leads it. You're watching Baldwin Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll be back with more after this.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer, and their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530.
This one has gotten away from Baldwin a little bit now. 23-6 our score. 4 turnovers by the Bulldogs. We talked about our keys to the game. Pop those back up. They have sprung some big plays, however, but have just shot themselves in the foot way too often tonight. This kickoff will be fielded by Ryder Nye off the ground. Does pretty well to get out past the 25 to play in this game. Still got our player of the game coming up after this. Baldwin will head the clock kickoff. Ottawa was leading Atchison 24-14 at the. Try to throw deep left side as a complete. Gunnar Reichard has a catch. He'll be drug out of bounds, and a nice connection there for Baldwin. 3:32 to play, sorry.
No worries. I am in no hurry.
That's right. That time Alford completes it to Ryder Nye once again, makes a nice move, breaks a tackle and gets a first down. 2 straight first downs to start this drive. Baldwin moving the football quickly. They're at the plus 45. Positives, you're right.
A lot of positive takeaways, a lot of good drives.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate, one of the negatives is not being able to finish those drives.
Yeah, not taking care of the ball, a few too many penalties, some of the negative things that you hear, do tonight. An official's timeout for an injury. Didn't quite see. But it's been a fun night overall in terms of the weather, and just really having football back is awesome. First of 8 regular season games, like I mentioned. Head to Ottawa next week, and then 4 straight home games before finishing the year out on the road with 2. So it's
at Bishop.
It's usually never that early.
November, yeah.
But
yeah,
like late October usually. But it's usually you don't get that many home games in a row right in the middle. 4 in a row. Getting helped off the field now. I think it's Jacoby Hill.
Yeah.
He is not putting any weight on that left. Ever we call any of these games, we want everybody to look left side over the middle again. Has another nice completion, a pitch and catch. I think that's Jackson Rood. He's been our standout player tonight.
Flash committed to Hemrick. First down, Baldwin.
Look downfield, pump fake, looking for the end zone. Is it caught down there? It is.
Touchdown.
What a catch and a touchdown, Bulldogs.
Who's that? Ryder Nye.
Ryder Nye, who else? Making a huge catch. And that was as quick of a touchdown drive as you could really ask for.
Really good possession. Bryce looked really good that possession.
Yeah.
Throws were on the money, in rhythm.
Really in rhythm. You're right. So a 5-play touchdown drive.
And
Alford will try to run speed optional, keep it himself, dive into the end zone for 2. And that makes it 23-14. Baldwin still trailing by 11, but maybe not out of it yet. take a break.
Oh, shit.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town.
Back here in Iola, as Jackson astutely pointed out, I'm not very good at math, as everyone's come to know in the past few years. Baldwin down by 9, not 11. See if they try an onside kick. They will. To play.
Oh.
Hey, they just announced the Royals won over the Twins. How about that? Big win for Kansas City in the playoff race, if you're still into baseball this time of year.
Go Dodgers.
Easy. Jackson Rude down the sideline. He's going to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Woo!
And just like that, the game is turned around on his head. Jackson Rude with a huge fumble recovery for.
Just going to run the clock out. Waiting on the penalty. I think it was well after the play. It's probably going to be unsportsmanlike on Baldwin. But my... Makes it 20-23. We'll see what they do if it's going for 2 here. Looks like it. They're huddled up. Oh, my goodness, what a play, Jackson. So that's going to move them back 15 due to that unsportsmanlike penalty. Coach Schlichter obviously not going to be happy with that. Probably out of the extra point range. Baldwin down by 3 now after a huge scoop and score from Jackson Rude. Or excuse me, Max Harvey was the intended target. So 2-point conversion, no good, but we got a 3-point game with just 2:18 to play. Don't go anywhere. This game keeps getting more and more exciting as we go. Bulldog football coming back at you.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware plus free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
or just stop on by.
A little late coming back. Baldwin tried an onside kick, but I think they touched it a little bit too early. O'Connor just dribbled it right out in front of him and then tried to go and barrel over the guy trying to recover it. I think that was 23, Jaden Bean sorry, we were a little late coming out of break. Everybody's a little jacked up and excited now, so yeah, it's going to be legal. This game's not over. 2 timeouts remaining for Baldwin. 2:14 to play. If you can get a 3 and out, maybe we're still in business. That penalty's going to hurt. Take him to the plus 39. Baldwin's 39 is where this drive. This game has shifted in a dramatic fashion.
Yes, we are now in a completely different spot than we were
Absolutely.
literally 3 in-game minutes ago.
Yeah. Run right side. Beard the first there and gets some help from O'Connor, I think.
Yes.
Nope. Collum.
You're right.
It's big old tall Colton Collum out there. Second down now, and you can bet Iola will run this thing down all the way to the final second before they snap it. I'll run that jet motion again with Wilson handed to him. This has been their, might just seal things. Maybe they didn't give him a first down. They got him out of bounds, putting up a 3 on the yard marker. Right, went out of bounds. One more huge play, come on.
This will be a huge stop. And I bet they'll need 2 stops because I know Iola is
handed off. Looking to find some room is Wilson. He does find enough room for a first down. Will move the chains. That might very well put a cap on this thing, but what a comeback attempt by the Dogs. I think there's probably little doubt who our player of the game is going to be. Has a similar name to my broadcast partner.
Great name.
It's going to be a timeout called by Iola, actually. Interesting. Pop up that upcoming broadcast schedule again for you. As you can see, next week, Baldwin headed to Ottawa to take on the Cyclones. Ottawa was beaten Atchison by 10 last I checked at the end of the third quarter. And it is a week after that, Burlington comes to town. You can go to varsitysportslive.com. You can find all of our networks on there, our sister networks, as I like to call them. Trying to find some more finals. Lewisburg beat Tonganoxie 21-20. That looked like a heck of a game. Could have saw that on our Tonganoxie Sports Live channel. We'll use one of their 2 remaining timeouts to try and prolong this thing.
Timeout Baldwin. That's their second. No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10.
So we'll go ahead and step aside, take it with them. We'll be back with the conclusion of this game right after this message.
Kelly and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in Newfield at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Back here in Iola, and interesting. Here is a false start.
Iola's really trying to make it as interesting as
tonight. Baldwin really, I mean, they turned it around and had a late comeback attempt here, but they shot themselves in the foot. We've talked about it way too many times early on. The 4 turnovers, handful of penalties that really hurt him. Take another jet sweep, take his time here and get drugged down. Another timeout for Baldwin. Will stop it at 28 seconds. You can't take them with you, I guess. Sports Live is Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. You can go to haydenoutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666 to schedule a tour and find a dream property. Wildlife, hunting, food plots, and a 2,100 square foot home with stunning views in the coveted Silver Lake School District in Shawnee County. That's haydenoutdoors.com or call 785-821-2660. Well, it's been a fun game, Jackson. A little bit of a late night. Got a long drive home. This will be, I think, the long football game. Great weather tonight. Couldn't have asked for anything else to do on a Friday night in September, honestly. We'll be doing it again next week.
Friday.
That's right. Shotgun kneel down, don't see that every day. But that's going to put a wrap on this game. Iola is going to win it 23-20, start their year at 1-0. You can see the elation on their sideline, but Baldwin, Ottawa next week at 0-1. Overall, pretty good football game here tonight to start off the 2024 high school season. We'll take a break, and on the other side, we will bring you the final score. Baldwin loses their opener. Be back with the postgame after this.
for what you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family. Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1560.
Welcome back. This game has gone final. Game, though, great weather tonight. Baldwin mounted a furious comeback late. Looked like they were going to be dead and gone, but a fumble when Iola was just trying to run the clock out. Jackson Rude came up with a scoop and score, and as well as several other really key plays offensively and defensively. Get that loaded in here, man. Week one, I am just behind the 8 ball. But there we go. Pop it up. Jackson Rude, our Farm Bureau Financial Services player of the game. What a coming out for have some guys step up and make some plays. Jackson Rude really put himself right into that conversation to do just that. Player of the game brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, insurance and investments, wealth management, and financial planning. A meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. In the first half, Iola, they had 4 out of 5 drives end in a punt, so Baldwin did a great job defensively there in the 6 at the half. Baldwin also had a touchdown drive on their second possession of the game. That went 48 yards and took 4 minutes off the clock. Alford finished that off with a 2-yard touchdown run and made it 7-6. Turnover on downs, and then they got all the way down to the 2-yard line and tried to punch it in there right before the half, but threw an interception in the foot way too many times. Interception in the first half and 2 fumbles and 1 interception in the second half, but they did force that 1 turnover, a scoop and score by Jackson Rude. The second half looked like this for Baldwin. They punted on their first drive and then fumbled the kickoff, so that was their second. Alford just wasn't ready for that, and Iola jumped on it. And so just some of those errors is what, as I bring Jackson in here for his final thoughts, some of those errors I think is just what's going to have to be cleaned up for next week. Cut out some of those penalties, take care of the football game he had.
Yeah, Jackson Rude had a really good game, especially to start the season. First half, he wasn't bad. He played pretty good. In the second half, he just came alive.
Really came alive.
Really noticed us saying they were stopping Iola consistently. You know, obviously they went down and scored, but a touchdown, a possession when, you know, there's 4 turnovers on the offensive and special teams end. Like, giving up 24 points is not the end of the world.
Yep.
As a whole, that's what changed the game for
sure.
the Mustangs. That's what won them this game.
Yeah, I think it's summing this game up for Baldwin, a lot of good and a lot of bad. Mm-hmm. So if they can just kind of even that out and get more good than bad, ready for the rest of the season, hopefully take care of the football a little better down the line here. But a fun week one, even though Baldwin doesn't get the victory. They drop this game 23-20 on the road at Iola, and they will head to Ottawa. Ottawa going to be at 1-0 after beating Atchison 24-14 tonight. So that is what is on tap next. So for Jackson Blakely, I'm Ryan Hilmer. Going to sign off here from Iola, Kansas. It was nice to have you along with us in the Cyclones. Hope everybody has a great night and a safe trip home. We'll see you next Friday.
From the gridiron to the hardcore.com.